You know what's crazy? While America's still busy arguing over gas versus electric, China just dropped a pickup that embarrasses both sides. Meet the BYD Shark 6, a plug-in hybrid monster that's faster than most SUVs, smarter than your average Tesla, and cheaper than a damn Ford Ranger. And the price? Oh, we'll get to that. But let's just say it's the kind of number that'll make every American truck buyer question their life choices. Because this isn't just a pickup, it's a statement. China's not playing catch-up anymore, they're leading. So stick around, because when we step inside this thing, you'll realize just how far behind the rest of the world's been sleeping. And hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because trust me, after this one, your idea of a truck will never be the same again. Okay, let's start with the looks, because the BYD Shark 6 doesn't just arrive, it demands attention. From the moment you see its silhouette, you know you're not looking at your dad's old pickup. This thing looks futuristic, muscular, and alive. Forget the massive fake grills on traditional trucks. BYD said, "We're electric. We don't need to pretend." Instead, you get a sculpted front fascia with razor-sharp LED headlights that angle forward like predator eyes ready to strike. The lower bumper? Rugged, armored, and functional, with skid plates and black accents that scream off-road power while keeping a luxury vibe. It's like if a BMW X5 went off-roading after a cyberpunk makeover. From the side, the Shark 6 looks wide, planted, and proud. Big fenders, strong shoulders, and those 22-inch alloys filling the arches perfectly. The roofline slightly slopes back, giving it a sleek, modern semi-fastback look. Something you never expect from a truck this capable. The rear ties it all together, a full-width LED light bar stretching across the tailgate, giving that high-end EV feel. Every crease, every curve, every light reflection feels deliberate, like it was designed in a wind tunnel by someone obsessed with perfection. This is not a budget truck pretending to be premium. This is premium, built to make even a Ford F-150 or Ram 1500 look dated. It's a design revolution where rugged meets refined and utility meets sci-fi. You open the door expecting plastic, noise, and that usual truck smell, right? Wrong. Because the moment you step into the BYD Shark 6, it doesn't feel like a truck. It feels like a luxury lounge on wheels. The door shuts with a solid, confident thunk. Everything inside feels premium. No rattles, no cheap surfaces. Soft touch materials everywhere. Contrast stitching, brushed metal, and subtle ambient lighting that flows across the dashboard like liquid neon. And then you see it, the massive rotating touchscreen. Yes, rotating. It literally swivels toward you when you sit down, like the truck just said, "Welcome back, boss." That's not just cool, that's next-level design. Every detail feels expensive. A digital instrument cluster that's crisp and customizable. Voice control that actually understands you. Wireless charging pads, ambient mood lights, and climate zones for everyone on board. Even the steering wheel feels like it came straight out of a German luxury car. Thick, leather-wrapped, with tactile buttons that click perfectly. And the seats, plush, supportive, ventilated, heated, maybe even massaging in higher trims. It's the kind of comfort you'd expect in a Range Rover, not a pickup built to haul gear. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either. They get legroom, vents, and storage that make long trips effortless. The flat floor and wide doors mean climbing in feels easy, not awkward. Then there's the tech magic. Vehicle to load, V2L. Plug in your tools, your fridge, even your coffee machine. OTA updates. Your truck literally improves over time. Surround sound system that makes every drive feel like a concert. This is the moment you realize the Shark 6 isn't trying to copy anyone. It's rewriting what a truck interior can be. Here's the question everyone asks once the shock of luxury wears off. Cool truck, but can it actually work? The BYD Shark 6 doesn't just look strong, it is strong. This thing was built to haul, climb, and conquer, not just sit pretty in a showroom. Start with the bed. It's not some decorative panel like you see on lifestyle trucks. It's deep, lined, and ready for real cargo. Tools, bikes, camping gear, even your dirt bikes if that's your weekend mood. Tie-down hooks, step access, adjustable rails. Everything's functional, not fake. Payload? Around 790 kilograms. Towing? A solid 2,500 kilograms in most specs. That's legit truck territory, not EV prototype numbers. Inside, it still balances work and play perfectly. Fold those rear seats flat, and you've got enough cabin space to stash equipment, luggage, or gear for a family adventure. The flat EV-style floor means no awkward humps. Everything slides in smooth. And for daily life, it's a dream. School runs, grocery trips, or city drives, all quiet in EV mode. All smooth thanks to that hybrid system. When you're done being efficient, switch to sport mode and it wakes up. Instant torque, real muscle. Climb in, hit the trail, and you'll feel the difference. The ground clearance gives it presence, around 230 millimeters, ready for rocks, snow, or sand. Off-road modes adjust traction, power split, and regen braking automatically. It's smart. It's capable. It's not pretending to be rugged. It is. And yet somehow, it never stops being comfortable. You can load it up with camping gear on Friday, take the kids to school Monday, and roll up to a dinner on Friday night. Same truck, no compromises. That's the real flex. The Shark 6 isn't a workhorse or a showpiece. It's both. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because under all that futuristic design and luxury, the BYD Shark 6 hides a secret weapon. A hybrid powertrain so smart, it might just be the most balanced system on the planet right now. See, while Tesla went all in on pure electric, and Ford is still figuring out plug-in tech for trucks, BYD quietly built something that beats both worlds at once. They call it a PHEV, a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. But honestly, that label doesn't do it justice. It's more like a dual-personality powerhouse. Here's how it works. You've got a 1.5-liter turbocharged petrol engine, but it's not there to show off horsepower. It's there to support two electric motors, one at the front and one at the rear. Together, they deliver a combined output of around 430 horsepower and 650 newton-meters of torque. Let that sink in. That's supercar torque numbers from a truck. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, around 5.7 seconds. For a vehicle that can tow, climb, and carry, that's ridiculous. It's faster than most performance SUVs, and it does it without sacrificing range or practicality. In full EV mode, you get around 100 kilometers of pure electric driving. Silent, smooth, emissions-free. Perfect for city commutes or short trips. But once that battery drains, the petrol and the transition between modes? Almost invisible. No jerks, no engine roar, just clean, smart energy management. That's where BYD's battery expertise shines. Remember, these guys build their own Blade battery, one of the safest and most efficient battery systems in the world. So you're not dealing with experimental tech. You're dealing with a company that perfected the hybrid formula. The driving experience? It's exactly what you'd hope for. Instant electric torque off the line. Then smooth turbo punch when you need it. You can cruise like an EV or roar like a performance truck. Want to go off-road? Switch to terrain mode. It adjusts traction, throttle, and torque split automatically. Snow, mud, sand. It's got your back. But here's the genius. Efficiency without compromise. You can run your daily errands on battery only, then take a weekend road trip without worrying about range or chargers. That's why this system outsmarts Tesla. Tesla gives you range anxiety or charger dependency. BYD gives you freedom. And let's not forget, this isn't some weak hybrid that just boosts fuel economy. This is a full performance system designed to dominate both streets and trails. The takeaway? The Shark 6 isn't trying to copy anyone. It's redefining what a smart truck can be, blending brains, brawn, and balance like no one else. When people see a truck this aggressive, they usually expect brute force, not brains. But the BYD Shark 6 flips that expectation completely. Because under its muscular body, this thing is a genius on wheels. Let's start with safety. BYD didn't just want to make a tough truck, they wanted to make one that thinks ahead. The frame? Built using ultra-high-strength steel with reinforced crumple zones designed to absorb impact energy in a collision. The cabin? A protective cocoon that keeps passengers safe even in extreme conditions. And that blade battery we mentioned before? It's not just powerful, it's fireproof and explosion-resistant. BYD ran nail penetration tests, extreme heat simulations, even crush tests. The blade battery passed them all. So, if you're driving in the city or off-road in the wild, you're literally surrounded by innovation that protects you. But what really makes the Shark 6 shine is how smart it is. This truck comes equipped with BYD's DiPilot Intelligent Driving Suite, an entire network of sensors, radars, and high-definition cameras working in perfect sync. It's capable of Level 2+ autonomous driving, meaning it can steer, accelerate, and brake automatically under certain conditions. Adaptive cruise control keeps you centered and safe on highways. Emergency braking reacts faster than a human could. Blind spot detection and lane assist keep you aware of your surroundings at all times. And here's the cool part. It learns. Over time, the AI inside the Shark 6 studies your habits, how you steer, how you brake, when you switch modes, and it starts optimizing the driving experience around you. It's not just a machine. It's a co-pilot that evolves with you. Inside the cabin, you'll find a digital command center that rivals luxury EVs twice its price. A 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen, ultra-responsive and sharp. It's connected to BYD's Intelligent OS, offering real-time navigation, 360-degree camera views, and even But let's not forget toughness. The Shark 6 is designed for real-world punishment. Water crossings? No problem. It can handle up to 600 millimeters of wading depth. Steep slopes? The torque vectoring system makes climbing look effortless. And with multiple terrain modes, snow, sand, mud, and rock, it adapts to whatever you throw at it. Even the tires are fitted with real-time pressure monitoring. So if one starts to lose air, the system warns you instantly. Combine that with regenerative braking, anti-roll protection, and intelligent stability control, and you've got a truck that feels alive, constantly watching over you. In short, the Shark 6 doesn't just protect you, it partners with you. It's like driving a tank that's been to university, rugged on the outside, genius on the inside. Now here's where the BYD Shark 6 turns the entire truck world upside down. Because after all that advanced tech, hybrid engineering, and futuristic design, you'd expect a price tag that screams luxury, right? Something north of $60,000, maybe even $70,000, like what you'd pay for a Ford Raptor or a Rivian R1T. Wrong. Because BYD didn't come to compete, they came to disrupt. The Shark 6 starts at around $27,000 in China. That's right, a price point that makes even budget midsize trucks look overpriced. We're talking about a fully loaded, plug-in hybrid pickup with high-end materials, autonomous driving tech, and off-road capability for less than the base price of a Ford Ranger. Let that sink in. For the cost of a mid-tier gas truck, you're getting a luxury-level EV hybrid with zero range anxiety, lower running costs, and performance that outclasses rivals twice its price. It's not just a deal, it's a statement. And this wasn't an accident. BYD designed the Shark 6 as part of a global strategy to prove that the future of electric mobility doesn't have to be expensive. They're betting big on mass adoption, not exclusivity. While Western automakers chase premium margins, BYD is going for market domination. They've mastered vertical integration, building their own batteries, chips, motors, and software all in-house. No middlemen, no expensive supply chains, no markup inflation. It's why BYD can sell a futuristic hybrid truck with cutting-edge tech for the same price that American brands charge for basic work trucks. And it's shaking up the entire industry. Ford executives are calling emergency meetings. Toyota engineers are quietly taking notes. Even Elon Musk reportedly reacted when BYD announced the Shark specs. And for good reason. If a company can make this much truck for this little money, what happens when they scale it globally? But here's the twist. BYD isn't just aiming at the budget market. They're positioning the Shark as a symbol of power and progress, something aspirational, yet attainable. It's the perfect balance between affordability and prestige. Because owning one doesn't just say, I bought a truck. It says, I bought the future, and I didn't go broke doing it. Even the details reinforce that message. Premium Napa leather interiors, soft touch materials, high-resolution screens, panoramic camera systems, all standard. In other brands, those are $5,000 to $10,000 add-ons. Here, they're baked right into the base package. It's no wonder analysts are calling it the Tesla Model 3 moment for trucks, the point where advanced EV tech finally becomes mainstream. Except this time, it's coming from China, not Silicon Valley. And while critics in the US may roll their eyes at the idea of a Chinese pickup, the reality is impossible to ignore. The Shark 6 delivers Raptor performance, Rivian tech, and Toyota reliability for half the price. That's not just competition, that's checkmate. Here's where the story takes a sharp turn. Because for all the hype, all the stunning tech, and that jaw-dropping price tag, there's still one question everyone's asking. Is the BYD Shark 6 too good to be true? See, it's easy to get swept up in the excitement. A hybrid pickup with luxury-level features, unbeatable pricing, and a design that looks ripped from 2030? It sounds like a dream. But dreams can come with fine print, and this one's no exception. Let's start with availability. Right now, the Shark is mainly aimed at emerging markets, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and soon, possibly Australia. But North America? That's complicated. BYD still faces regulatory barriers, strict import tariffs, and strong protectionist policies from the US and Europe. Even if they wanted to, selling directly in the States could mean facing taxes that double the vehicle's price, instantly killing its affordable luxury appeal. Then there's perception. Western buyers aren't used to seeing "Made in China" on the hood of a pickup truck, a segment deeply tied to national identity. It's not just about performance, it's about pride, heritage, and brand loyalty. So BYD's biggest challenge might not be the technology, but trust. Even so, they're smart about it. Instead of forcing their way into hostile markets, BYD is building alliances, quietly partnering with local distributors, suppliers, and even governments. They're not rushing in, they're laying groundwork, and that's exactly how they've taken over the EV space. Not by shouting louder, but by moving smarter. Now, let's talk durability, the deal breaker for most truck buyers. Can a sleek, futuristic hybrid really handle the rough, dusty, punishing conditions that trucks are built for? Early test drives suggest the Shark can take a beating. With reinforced frames, waterproof battery systems, and off-road modes that actually work. But the long-term data? Still unclear. No one knows how these trucks will hold up after 100,000 miles of towing, dirt, and heat. Then there's the after-sales network. BYD has grown fast, maybe too fast. In many regions, service centers are still limited. Spare parts are hard to find, and independent mechanics don't yet understand the tech. That means early adopters are, in a sense, guinea pigs, driving the experiment in real time. Even so, here's the twist. BYD knows all of this. Then instead of hiding their weaknesses, they're tackling them head-on. They're investing billions in battery recycling, software updates, and AI-powered diagnostics that can detect issues before they happen. They're also setting up localized production plants outside China, in Thailand, Mexico, and possibly Brazil, to dodge tariffs and build trust region by region. It's the kind of slow, strategic patience that made Toyota an empire. And that's exactly what BYD is doing. Not chasing overnight dominance, but building a foundation for a global EV revolution that could last decades. So, is the BYD Shark 6 a dream or a future headache? Honestly, it might be both. It's a bold, risk-filled experiment that challenges everything we thought we knew about pickups, pricing, and who gets to lead the future of transportation. But one thing's clear. Whether it's flawless or flawed, it's forcing the industry to wake up. Because when a $27,000 Chinese hybrid can outperform a $70,000 American truck, no one, not Ford, not Toyota, not Tesla, can afford to stay asleep. The question isn't whether BYD is coming. It's whether anyone else can keep up when they do. This car might destroy Toyota, and it's not even from Japan.